Today I'm doing a showcase ramble video for the Hocking Hills Oracle, and this is the box, obviously, and it also has a hardback guidebook with information about each card as well as card spreads. I mentioned it in a previous video, but this is going to go through all the cards. So it says, "Dear reader, welcome to the wild and wonderful world of Hocking Hills, Ohio. I have drawn so much inspiration through my hikes in these hills and time spent at my cabin to bring to you this unique oracle deck. There is so much magic in the foothills of Appalachia. I invite you to join me on this adventure." So I definitely want to go through pulling each card so you can see the deck. And I'm either gonna do what I've done in previous videos, where I, every once in a while, if something sort of jumps out at me for whatever reason, read the entry for that. I'll either do that, or what I may do is something a little different, and at the end, maybe do a 3-card spread. So this is Harvest, Heterotroph, so it's some fungi, Caged, Cave, Challenge, Shelter, Traditions, Rest, Retired, Roadblock, Love, Magic, Maturity, Meditation, Mystic, Steps, Strength, I like that there's a lot of mushrooms. Neighborhood, I think these may be pear-shaped balls. Perfection, Puppet, Alert, Autumn. There's a lot of pumpkins in this deck, so it gives me sort of a fall and Halloween kind of feel. I mean, I know that one says autumn, but the deck is all awakening. This is kind of funny. I don't know if it's meant ironically wild, because obviously the dog, but maybe he acts wild. Wisteria, incubation, create, illumination, familiar. It's a neat way of doing that card. See, it's got the cat, and it's a cat. Borders, delicate, escape, fairy tale, balance, bell, cabin. I like how eclectic this deck is. I like oracles that kind of have a kind of wild and free, I guess. Recycle. Because like some of these are like verbs, some are noun, like some are wild, some are tame. Speaking of which, captive. Butterfly. Totem. Hydration. Sunflower. Timeout. Roots. I don't know why I like that they're like that. Maybe it's kind of like it mirrors life, Life's full of nouns and verbs. Sage. And feelings like joy. So here's another pumpkin card. Cycles. Signposts. Adoption. More pumpkins. Choices. More pumpkins. That's why I get that sort of autumn feel from it. Collection. And comfort. So those are all the cards in the deck, and I think rather than just pull one here and there random, I think I am going to do 3 cards, and we'll just see what we get, and then that way you can kind of experience, what you'd like. So she has some suggestions for 3 card spreads. A lot of them you find familiar if you've done any yourself, and I'll go ahead and put that there just so you have something to look at. But I look at those spreads up. So she has 3 card spread options. So if you want to use this as your own time to look at a 3 card spread, like to read this as if it's your own, these are some of the options. You could do past, present, future. You could do situation, obstacle, advice. You could do you, the glue holding you, and your partner or friend. You could do opportunity, positive outcomes, and positive negative outcomes. You could do challenge, step 1, step 2. And you can do you, wall between you, and your partner and friend. Or you could do something. Sometimes what I do is I just pull the 3 and see kind of if a narrative pops that way. So let me see how well that works with something like this deck. Although you know how it is, like sometimes it takes a while to get to know the deck. So I may or may not, feel something in particular from it. So let's just see though. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. We have a butterfly, meditation, and cycles. I'm already seeing something that's kind of cool, because I think of like butterflies coming out of their cocoons, like the cycle, that cycle of life. So, could almost maybe read it as like a meditation on the cycle of life. So let's go ahead then and read for those particular cards. So let's start with butterfly. Keywords: cycles, delicate, lifespan, metamorphosis, rebirth, and stages. So you already have there, even in the keywords for this card, the word for the third card here. The notes from the author. In the summer of 2022, I had the most amazing wild plants growing in the front yard and attracting butterflies. I captured this common Mormon butterfly on a beautiful pinwheel flower that was just 5 feet from my cabin's front porch. These are those little moments in time that I savor. Message from the hills. Butterflies symbolize transformation and every sense of the word. They go through a metamorphosis that is quite dramatic, egg to caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly. Then the process repeats itself as the new female butterfly eventually lays its own eggs. So much change happens in such a short lifespan. We experience our own transformations repeatedly during our lives. If we consider the changes that we go through at each stage of our lives, we can see ourselves in one of the stages of a butterfly at any given time. Moving backwards and forwards, we crawl, hatch, fly, and crawl again as we grow. This card has shown up in your reading to remind you of the delicate nature of life. Every day that we wake up to experience this life is a gift that could easily disappear in the next minute. Life is a fascinating merry-go-round, and we share this planet with the most extraordinary creatures. Like this butterfly, they spend almost every moment focused on survival. As humans, we are privileged with the ability to be able to contemplate life beyond the keys to survival. For that, we should always be grateful. And so, card number 2 is meditation. Keywords: disconnecting, disruptions, distractions, mindfulness, and quiet. The creator's notes. My mother adores frogs. Hey, so does mine. When I originally snapped the shot, I sent it to her at once. This was a cool day, and this frog was taking some sun and tolerating me in the backyard, trying to stealthily take the best shot that I could with my camera. I did wonder what might be on its mind, or if I had captured a meditative moment. Either way, I have immortalized this critter to stand for meditation for us humans in this oracle deck. Message from the hills. Quieting the mind can be one of the most difficult tasks for us in the world of constant distractions. Our cell phones have changed our lives in such tremendous ways. It's a rare moment when we are not being inundated with some kind of message looking to disturb our already disrupted lives. This mass level of disturbance has changed our lives in many critical and unhealthy aspects. It has changed when, how, and if we connect with one another in meaningful ways. It causes us to lose hours of time staring at a screen, like you might be doing right now, and missing life as it happens around us. I just say that because of the irony, but I'm there with you, watching people's videos, and missing life as it happens to us. It has stressed our vision, disrupted our sleep patterns, and kept us from being active. When this frog appears in your reading, silence your cell phone, quiet your mind, and see how long you can support a meditative or peaceful state. Disconnect from technology sometimes so that you can reconnect with your spirit. You might be missing even more important messages. the universe. And then let's see what the third card has to say. I actually really like this deck. So I'm getting to know. That's one reason I like making these videos too. It helps me get to know my decks better. So, creator's note for cycles. This decomposing pumpkin that I found in the patch where I searched for my perfect specimen at Walker Farm captivated me. I enjoy things that are creepy or macabre, so I spent some time examining this. Surrounded by pumpkins that were flourishing and in their heyday, this one really stood out. Message from the hills. Images of the cycle of life are all around us, reflecting what is to become of our own lives. It is common to fear death and the unknown, and perfectly natural to be a little obsessive of our own preservation. It can be difficult to look at what once was a beautiful orange pumpkin and see it in the state of decay. The fact is that not every pumpkin is going to make it out of the patch. Some of them will remain behind to help feed the soil for the crop of pumpkins next year. What are your first impressions of this image? Often the feelings that we have about death and decay speak to fears that we have about living. When you fear your own demise, it is often because of an underlying awareness that you are not meeting your potential, or that there is never enough time to get to everything that you want to do. When you recognize how you are contributing to the world around you, and you see real value in your accomplishments, the fear of not living forever may start to diminish. Nothing on this planet gets out alive, but everyone and everything gets to contribute on the scale to which they are able. Keywords: awareness, contributions, death, decay, fear, and potential. So, a couple things. For me, the last one almost made me cry, which I like. I oftentimes feel like if I'm reading something, whether that's in like an oracle or tarot or book or a poem or whatever, that even if I don't really understand why it brings those feelings up, that I know that there's something, that I know that there's then something meaningful in the creation. So it actually, I feel like it connects me more to this. So obviously, like I said earlier, I could almost see this as, like I said, a meditation on cycles. And in some ways, we could treat it like, angel and devil. Not that everything has to be binary. I do have a hard time oftentimes thinking of, it's either this way or that way. But I think it could be more like there's a meditation on the positive sense of cycles, so the sense of rebirth, the way a chrysalis into a butterfly, and the sense of death as part of the cycle, and the death and decay. So the, rebirth or birth, even birth and death, and meditating on those ideas. I'm looking a little more at the cards and seeing other things that stand out. The first two involve creatures. It's a frog and a butterfly. The last two, the first and the last involve plants. So the flowers, obviously, and the pumpkin, even though it's on its way to be a unpumpkin. But I guess for me, looking at it, I see more like of a reminder to remember, I guess, that things come in cycles. So right now, even though things are a lot better than they had been, focus on the decay and not on the butterfly. So to me it seems a little bit personally like a reminder to remember that the decay is just part of the cycle. In terms of if one of the 3 cards spread, like the sort of traditional, with me, again, like I said, I don't know that things specifically stand out the way. And like I said, I don't know, for whatever reason, when I read cards, I tend to think of them more as narratives or stories, so sometimes like mirrors, like mirroring back, reminders or things like that, sort of like meditations. So, hopefully you also were able to see something in this spread that was meaningful to you, in whichever type of way you read a 3-card spread. And so this is, like I said, the Hocking Hills Oracle. And here's that top of the box again. And I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope to see you again